Okay, everybody. Assuming you saw part A, let's have part B. So, Senate Bill 25 basically would bar landlords, the government, local government, from forcing the landlords to take these Section 8 vouchers. And here's the deal. Right now, the bill is moving forward. If that occurs, the landlords can refuse Section 8 vouchers. That's already happening in some places. Already happening in some places. Okay? If this passes, don't be surprised if it catches on. A lot of times things occur, it's like the sanctuary city. Oh, you got one sanctuary city, then you have one here and you have one there. You understand? So, this right here, I think it's major. I think it is very, very, very much major because if it can pass in Kentucky, guess what? There's some other state lined up for the very same thing. And it is going to make it extremely, extremely harder for a lot of people based on Section A. People are going to be discriminating based on the factor alone. And in this housing market, are you kidding me? People already having just nationwide a difficult time because some places won't take the vouchers. And as a result, the voucher expires. So let's see. If you are relying upon Section A to provide housing for you and your family, and you can't find a place to accept it, well, we already know that paying the market rent is out of the question because if that was possible, the person would need the Section 8 voucher. Okay? So we know that. So if you have a voucher and no one is accepting it, and the voucher has an expiration date, what happens if you can't find a place and the voucher expires? Start all over again? Oh, that's not even an option. Because why? It's already waitlisted. That's nothing new. Some people are on that list for 5, 7 years. So what do you do until then? What do you do until then? Be homeless? What do you do until then? So this here, it is a major, major factor for people on Section 8. It's a major factor. And a lot of people have their reasons. I have been a landlord. Never again. Oh no. From Section 8 to the trailer park trash, I'm not. Mm-mm. It was a horrendous experience. And it was the same thing. I've rented to both, and each party thought, oh, this house is real nice. Oh, I love this house. Listen, I have rented a house out, so I'm going to call Trailer Park Charlie. Had to evict him. He told me this house was the best house he'd been in. And he said, I'm not getting out. They'll have to carry me out. Oh my God. Kid you not. Kid you not. He said he's not getting out. They'd have to carry him out. Mm-hmm. So this right here, um, the thing about being a landlord is your property, and people should be able to rent to whomever we want. We do have disparages and discrimination in housing, as with every other, a facet of life, and jobs and hiring, the whole 9 yards. So we know that for sure. When you become a landlord, I think you should be able to let who you want in because let me tell you something. You can get the wrong person and basically what people don't want to discuss, their sympathy for, the Section A. I understand that. But what people don't want to discuss is this right here. A lot of times a property owner could end up losing big time. Oh yeah. The homes get trashed, got to file insurance claims, homes get flooded, and that's just not people on Section 8. That's what dealing with the general public. It's people. So, in my opinion, you have to kind of be very careful just to rent to someone. It's people not on Section A. I've seen, wow, they flooded the place out. Had to get out, trashed it, holes in the wall. Ooh, beautiful new floors. That person wasn't on Section A, paint all over it. Wow, I had to get out. I don't know why people expect somebody to pay for them. But with Section A, it does come with a stigma. And it also comes with a stigma of a lot of children and a lot of crime. And with kids running wild, don't be surprised. That's why some places I've heard of putting up signs, you know, 3 or 4 kids don't apply. They don't want you. Gee, I wonder why. Parents don't have control of them, and you can't blame them. Teens act up, shooting, fighting, partying, get mad and trash it. And if it gets to a point that the person can't pay rent, all it takes is for Mama Bear, if she has one of those unruly teens in her home, all it takes for Mama Bear, as she's running her mouth, they want us out of here, yada, yada, yada. And when that does happen, or Becky Bear too, same thing, Mama Bear, guess what? Teens get, oh, they made Mama mad. Billy, listen, we got to get out of here. Next thing you know, when it's time to get out, they'll start trashing the house. They've even had, especially during the pandemic, they've even had stories of landlords couldn't get the people out. It took a long time. The person not paying. Next thing you know, the landlord is sitting up here facing foreclosure, lost their house. They actually had a landlord living in her car, but the tenant was in her property, couldn't get him out. So being a landlord, it can turn out to be a nightmare. Being a landlord can bankrupt you, and that's the part people don't understand. A lot of small people. I was a landlord, mom and pop landlords. Not everybody's swimming in money. It's not like you're a VC or you're a venture capitalist and you have an LLC and you've got all these properties. No, no, no. Even some of them, they're having write downs. Yeah, having write downs. Bought developments, whole neighborhoods. No one's there to rent them out. So if the big guys are having write downs, you can imagine for the small guy. You can imagine. So all around, it's life is just very difficult. But this here, yeah, it's already hard now because in certain locations, a lot of people are not accepting those vouchers. And if the voucher has an expiration date, they can't find a place somebody will take it. Unfortunately, it's going to lead to more homelessness. And if that happens, I think you're basically looking at chronic homelessness. Because again, if it expires, my understanding, I'm assuming you would have to reapply. And how long is that going to take? Reapply. How long will that take? You'll be what? Waitlisted. What is a family doing until then? So this here, I understand both sides of the coin, but being a landlord, I think people should be able to choose, who they want to stay on their properties because it can be an expensive nightmare. It can be an expensive nightmare, and that's the part that a lot of people are not seeing. So I think, in my opinion, you're going to have losses on both sides. The landlords are looking for protection. So let me know what you all think. Again, this is very important because this could be groundbreaking. It could set a precedent. If this passes in Kentucky, do not be surprised if other states start to adapt the same thing. So then you're going to pretty much have people on Section 8 vouchers. The voucher is no good if you can't find a place to live. If the voucher is not being accepted, sorry to tell you, the voucher, it's no good. It's just not. Anyway, let me know your opinions on this. Is this occurring in your state? This right here, what this is going to be for the state of Kentucky. But again, do not be surprised what can happen in one state. This Senate Bill 25. Do not be surprised if this passes. Another state may go ahead and adopt the very same thing. And the sad part of it is, it is going to, in my opinion, it could highly contribute to more homelessness. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.